Good afternoon. We're live, probably for the next 2.5 hours or so, for as long as my energy levels stay high, I guess. Welcome to the Gameweek 26 deadline stream. I hope anyone that joins is doing well. Quite a bit to decide in terms of my team today. So that's going on. I've got a quiz. All the stats you need going into Gameweek 26. Points predictions, clean sheet odds, assistant manager points predictions. I've got to change my assistant manager too. Yeah, it's all going on. We're looking forward to a big Gameweek 26. Oamara. There we go. Hello, mate. TXNDs, sup G. And Gunners Girl. Good to see you. Good to see you. I replied to your message about your team, by the way. So I've hopefully helped you out there. I'd bench Chris Wood if I was you. Remember saying that. I hope you're doing well, by the way, Gunners Girl. You have a good holiday. Sounded like you were on holiday. Let's just sort my screens out. There we go. Team Glasner, up the Glasner. I think we're going to do that now, aren't we? Yeah, screen's fixed, bro. Robert, that's very kind of you, man. Thank you. We are going to do a transfer. Oh, I need to zoom out. We are doing Emery to Glasner, aren't we? Shall we? First thing on the stream. Like, literally, I've been streaming 2 minutes, making a transfer. Any objections, ladies and gents? Oh, I just spilled water over myself. That was great. Good to see you, Alex Andrew. James, PBL. Slot to Glasner and die to Cunha for a -8. I wouldn't sell and die, you know. Oh, he's injured, though, isn't he, I guess? We're locking it in, I think. Emery to Glasner is done. Emery to Glasner has been done. So there we go. It's just now, the question is, do I make another move? I'm still undecided on my manager. Keep Slot or go for Glasner. Yeah, makes sense for me, doesn't it? I just like chasing the upside with these assistant managers, mate. Great, thanks. Got brain fog. What's caused the brain fog? Wood FOMO. Yeah, I'm going to, because I'm a mature adult, I'm going to refrain from making any wood jokes there. There we go. That's how we're looking. So the question I've got is, do I transfer Rodgers to Dango and start Dango instead of Gakpo? Do I transfer Gakpo out for Cunha and start Cunha ahead of Rodgers, bench Rodgers? Or do I do nothing and just start Rodgers? Or do I do this and start Gakpo? There's so many potential ways I could play it this week. I'm not too sure. Oh, right, jet lag. Yeah, fair enough. What were you up to on your holidays? Waiting for the deadline at what night, mate? Hopefully it's decaf coffee. We can't be having fully caffeinated coffee at night. That just keeps me awake. Wouldn't blame you. That's a good clean wood joke, that one. I rate it. Go for Cunha, bench Rodgers, but he's playing Bournemouth, mate. I think I prefer Dango to Nwaneri. Yeah, do nothing, start Gakpo. I think it's the way to go, isn't it? Is Cody... Excuse me. Still choking on my lunch. Is Gakpo a differential? What's his own? 16. Yeah, he's not too bad, I guess. More people probably selling him this week. Is he one of the most sold players? Let's have a look. Top transfers out, yeah. Second most transfers out. 750,000 people transferring him out. Well, actually, I don't think he's that bad of an option, you know. Especially once you get that Man City game out of the way and Newcastle, he's got Southampton. So, yeah. Dazza, it's Glasner, man. We've gone Emery to Glasner. I'm chasing that table bonus, mate. Start Hall over Aina, yeah, but... Yeah, all right. Let's do that. For me, it's Glasner, Dakshin. Made my decision. Locked it in. Oh, he went to Disney World. That's mega. I've actually never, ever been to a Disneyland or world in my life, so I hope you had a good time. I've heard it's, like, pretty magical. Like, you get completely engrossed. Yeah, in the whole Disney vibe. I don't really know how to explain it. But apparently you get completely engrossed in the world. Cheers, Robert. I appreciate that. Cunha or Dango? I probably say Dango for this week in isolation. Nottingham's back 2. Why not Hall and Sells? Yeah, we're on Hall now. I have Raul and Mateta against each other. Hopefully Palace v Fulham will be filled with goals. We'll see. Should I keep Gakpo or buy Cunha? I'm keeping Gakpo, mate. Depends if you've got bench cover, though. If you've got absolutely no one on your bench, then I'd probably do the transfer. Clivert or Salah? It's got to be Salah, mate. Salah for me. Man City, yeah, but they're still poor defensively, I think. Disney is okay, but the mice are huge. The rides, I remember watching a video of one of the Star Wars rides there. I mean, I imagine you go there and you can't do everything. You have to go multiple times to complete it. But one of the Star Wars rides I've never seen anything like it. Have you got a favourite part? I don't know. I've never been, so I don't know how it's arranged. But I guess there's I would imagine there's a Star Wars section and etc. etc. I would keep Foden, mate. Who should I captain? Ouattara eats Salah. You're buying Foden for Mbumo. It's interesting. I'd probably keep hold of him if I had him, but yeah, I'm not sure I'd do that. Who should I captain? I've already answered that. Dango or Semenyo? I think Dango is the best. But I've had Semenyo for a long time, so I'm saying Dango is the best, but I've had Semenyo for a long time, so I've not made that decision recently. Gunners Girl, I'm sorry to hear that. Can't relate. Marmouche or Foden, if you hit Marmouche for me. Mbumo has been blanking. Had him since Gameweek, yeah, but come on. Fixtures get tougher, maybe. Yeah, I think I'll probably go Anthony Gordon. Considering the fact that Newcastle have a confirmed double in 32, I'd probably go for Gordon. Or Miles sold wood for Cunha. Oh my god, I'm not sure about that. Ben MCFC, my pleasure, mate. Oh yeah, Glasner will get table bonus if he needs to get result, but he will get table bonus. Start Hall or Mikalenko? I think I'd start Mikalenko, you know. I think I would. Start Robinson or Munoz? That's really tough. I'd probably go Robinson in favour of the home team. Start Trent or Robinson, or I'd probably start Trent, mate. I'd probably start Trent. Bringing in Potter. I like it. Trent or Munoz? Yeah, those are odd. I guess if I just told someone to go Trent over Robinson, I guess you've got to go Trent over Munoz too. Sorry, if you've got to go... Yeah, I'll go Trent over Munoz. Start one of Kanate, Mikalenko and Aina. Mikalenko for me. Shall I have a look at some score predictions? You guys can rip into me if you agree or disagree. So we've gone Brentford 3, Leicester 1. Brentford 3, Leicester 1. Everton, 1-1 against Man United. Although I do think Everton could keep a clean sheet in that game. I think Arsenal winning 3-0 against West Ham. Bournemouth 3, Wolves 1. Fulham and Palace, I'm going a 2-2 draw in that one. Spurs and Ipswich, I've gone for 3-1 Spurs win. Brighton, Southampton, I've gone 3-0 Brighton. Villa, Chelsea 1-1. Newcastle, I've gone 2-1 against Forest. And then Man City, I've got them beating Liverpool. I have a feeling they beat them. I don't know how you guys feel about that one. I'm starting Trent, but I predicted Man City to score 3 goals. Yeah, interesting one. Interesting one. I've had a song stuck in my head all day as well. Yeah. Darwin, I don't know what you're doing owning Darwin Núñez, though. You're complaining about Darwin Núñez, but you knew what you were getting into when you bought him, mate. We'll bring Wood back in for Pedro. Fair enough. Wait, you sold Wood instead of João Pedro? Fair enough. Oh, you'll have more cash. Okay, it makes sense. Should I do free hit? I have 5 to 6. I'd use your transfers to prepare for it. Keep slot and use my transfer, Hall to Kirkez, or slot to Glasner. I'd do slot to Glasner. I think there's more points in the assistant manager. Is it worth to bring in Glasner instead of Emery for -8? Or just hope for Villa win? How is that at -8 though? Because they're the same price. So if you were just making the one transfer, it would cost you 4 points. It wouldn't cost, unless you had to get rid of a Palace player, I guess. But I'm not sure how that makes sense. Don't think Man City will score 3. We'll see, mate. Yeah, but yeah, I get it. But you're not doing it for an 8. You'll just please see it as just a -4 on top of the 4 you've already taken. Right, go back to my team. When to use free hit and wildcard? Well, it's entirely down to your team, mate. I'm going to be doing a wildcard in 30 and likely a free hit in 34. That's probably what I'm going to do. You don't have to sell him. You could bench him if you don't really want to get rid of him. What do you think of my transfers? Ahmad, Slot, and Bruno Fernandes to Glasner, Cliver, and Mbumo. Yeah, I like it. Smart moves. I'm not sure about Nkunku. Don't have any news on a Gakpo injury. Slot basically said he's not sure, so I don't know what to make of that. Sorry, guys. Just sending a message. There we go. Getty, good to see you, man. Up the crumble, mate. Up the crumble. Glasner in. Oh, yeah, I think I would. Oh, hang on. Who were you selling? Glasner instead of Emery. So, I'll ask the chat. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. If you had Emery as your assistant manager and you had to take a hit to get rid of him for Glasner, is it worth a hit? What does the chat think? Virat Kohli, if you're a member, you can share your ID and I'll do look at your team, but that's a member benefit. We'll do some members' team review. Well, if a member wants to put their team in the chat, they're most welcome to. Yeah, people saying no, don't take the hit. The thing is, I'll add a bit to that narrative of Chelsea beating Villa is, Villa beating Chelsea is, Villa are always rubbish after playing midweek, and they've just played midweek. Virat Kohli, like I said, it's a member's benefit. That's how it works. If you want to join as a member, I'll do a team review, but for the time being, we'll just keep it to members. By the way, if you haven't already, please leave me a like rating. I'd appreciate that. Helps me in the algorithm. So yeah, if you can leave a like on the stream, I'd really appreciate that. Let's see if we can do 100 likes. Rodgers' best replacement. I'd either keep him or go for Dango for me. I'd play Cole Palmer. Honestly, I'm going to be really hard on Cole Palmer opinions here, but Cole Palmer is a great asset. Do not sell Cole Palmer. Do not bench Cole Palmer. Do not bench Cole Palmer. To be fair, yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see, Spartans. It's a good test, isn't it, to see if their bigger squad helps. Bruno to Mbumo or Jackson to Wissa? I'd definitely do Jackson to Wissa, mate. Jackson's the one with the injury. Bruno's going to play. Well, you become a member by pressing the join button. And benefits, I'll review your teams on the live streams, and you'll get early access to all of my videos. All of the videos, I usually record them in the morning before I start work, and then they go up for the public around 4 or 5 p.m. every day. So you get a full working day of time with an early upload, basically. Wissa not good in, yeah, but you're defining a bad FPL player as someone who doesn't score points, whereas you could write that narrative differently in that Wissa scored 2 goals last game and both were offside. So yeah, you can twist the narrative however you like. And Evan Nilsson's not far away from a return, actually. So that's interesting. Villa are poor. Yeah, Chelsea are terrible, agree. Buy Glasner for slot or sell Rodgers for Dango? I think prioritise the assistant manager, mate. Would you do Foden to Dango? Ooh, probably not. I would if it allows you to do other things with your team, actually. Yeah. Don't know who to bench. I have Salah, Palmer, and Mbumo, Semenyo, Dango. You got to bench Wood, mate. You got to bench Wood. Yeah, I just think there's so many points in this assistant manager, Chip Spartan. It's good to see you, by the way, mate. It's been a little while since I've seen you in my chat. I hope life's treating you well. But I do think this assistant manager is so powerful if you get the table bonus points. So for me, I would do it. I'd go for him. Charis, I much prefer Wolves' chance to beat or get a result against Bournemouth than I do West Ham against Arsenal, personally. Bench Shada or Nwaneri? Probably Nwaneri. I want assistant manager for 2 weeks. I don't want to spend a transfer on both the weeks. I currently have slot. I think you just stick with him then if you don't want to spend a transfer. The Salamites, that's exactly what I did, mate. Salamites, where's that? Timber in for Hall. Yeah, you know what? I actually don't hate that. I quite like that transfer, mate. Christopher's going with Rude. Fair enough. Who is more likely to double in Game Week 33? I'll show you. Hang on. We'll just pull up Twitter. The great Ben Krellin. He had it up here somewhere. Here we go. This is from the great Ben Krellin. So teams that could double in 33 are Aston Villa again, Man City, Man United, and Bournemouth. So Bournemouth could have a potential double in 33. Palace could have 2 consecutive... No, sorry. Yeah, Bournemouth could double in 33. So yeah, and then 34 will be a blank for the teams that double, basically. I think I'd start Mikalenko. Move Twitter a sec off the screen. There we go. Watching while hanging up my washing. Well, mate, I'm glad I can make that more entertaining for you. I absolutely hate doing laundry. Is Dango a decent option? Yeah, of course. My pleasure, real life demon. Who will you bench? I've already made my bench decision, I think, mate. Slot to Postecoglou. Oh my god. You're not backing Ange, are you? I think if you're looking to back someone from the Spurs Ipswich game, you've got to pick Kieran McKenna, haven't you? By the way, if you haven't already, we got some new people in here, I can tell. Please leave a like rating on the stream. That would really help me out in the algorithm. So yeah, if you could leave a like, see how many we're on. I wonder, do you reckon we could get to 200 likes by the end of the stream? I know I said 100 before. I reckon we got a chance of 200 today. So if you could leave a like on the stream, I'd be very grateful. Excuse me. I've got 37 at the moment, apparently, according to mine. Any thoughts on Guardiola? Nah, it's not worth it. I think if you're chasing that kind of upset result spectator 24/7, you may as well use it on someone that gets table bonus. Robert, I hope it works out for us, mate. Call me crazy, but I got Vitor. I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I would personally pick Mbeumo over Wissa because he takes penalties. Thank you, Said. Are you looking to get Haaland back? Maybe. I bloody had him all this season, didn't I? I think I owned Haaland for one of the longest of anyone on YouTube, pretty much. So he needs to do good to get back into my team. What do you need? Utility massage? Let us know. FPL confused. Long term, I would say Cunha. Short term, I would say Dango. Who would you play out of these defenders? Kirkes. I play Kirkes. I'd play Robinson. No, I play Kirkes, Mikalenko. No, I play Kirkes, Robinson, and Trent. There you go. Kirkes, Robinson, Trent. Raj, I'm really sorry. Does anyone else have a join button or can see a join button? You might have to do it on your desktop as opposed to on the app. Start 2, Robinson, Hall, Trent, Mikalenko. Robinson, Trent, Mikalenko for me. Start Munoz or Robinson. Go for Robinson then if you've got Glasner. Bench Gakpo and save a transfer this week. I'm actually starting Gakpo because I think he either starts the game or he doesn't feature at all. Bench Foden or Rodgers, Kluivert as captain. I would bench Rodgers. Oh, God. No, I don't know. Who would the... Kluivert as captain? I think Salah's the captain this week. Benching Foden or Rodgers is actually really tough. I'm not sure what I'd see. I'll see what the chat thinks on that one. Foden or Rodgers on the bench, chat. What do you reckon? Who would you captain out of my attacking players? Salah. Bench Palmer, Dango, or Kluivert? Oh my God. No, I'm not having that. There's someone else on your team you can bench. I'm not having that. You cannot bench Cole Palmer against Villa away. Paul, good to see you, man. I'm doing very well. I love the Mbeumo captain. Start Munoz or Robinson? I already answered that. Aina or Mikalenko? Mikalenko for me. Aitnori is viable, but I'm not sure I would do it. I'm not sure I would do it against Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Yeah, me too, Paul, as you can see, hopefully. Is it worth bringing in Kluivert in place for Sarr? I don't think so. Just dropped a like. Thank you, man. Transfer out Rodgers for Matoma. Don't hate it. I've not seen from Glasner's presser yet. Let's have a look. I don't really care, so I just went for it. I know, I guess the Eze in or out does make a bit of a difference, but... John Stones is out for a period of months. Brilliant. Erling Haaland has got a late fitness test ahead of the Liverpool game, so they don't actually know if he's going to be fit. Excuse me. I've not seen anything from Glasner yet. All right, just catching up with the chat again. Gakpo and Emery to Cunha and Glasner. I wouldn't do Gakpo to Cunha. I'd just do Emery to Glasner. That's what I did. Slot / Rogers for Glasner and Wissa for a -4. Need to ship out 29 blankers. I would just do Slot to Glasner and not do the Rogers transfer because you can play him this week and then just save your transfers to 29. That's what I did. Double Bournemouth midfield versus, that's absolutely fine, mate. Yeah. Got rid of Gakpo for Cunha. Fair enough. And die for Wissa, not Rogers. Okay. Yeah, mate, that's probably a sensible hit, to be fair. Sander, good to see you, my friend. Play Diaz or Rogers. Probably Diaz. Yeah, probably Diaz. I don't like it, though, because I'm starting Gakpo. This is going to... Whatever decision I make, it's going to hurt me, isn't it? If I start Rogers, he'll blank and Gakpo will score 2. And if I start Gakpo, he'll blank and Rogers will score 2. Start 2, bench 2. Pickford, Kepa, Mikalenko, Howson. If I could offer you advice, mate, it would be not to have 2 goalkeepers of that calibre because you'll have that decision every week. I would probably go Pickford and Howson. Because I think Gakpo will either start or not feature at all. Yeah. Gakpo will start 10 minutes. That doesn't tie up. I would start Dango if I had him over Gakpo, I think. Hello, Tom. Any other thoughts for captain other than Salah? Nah. Salah for me. I'm not looking outside of it. He's got a great record against Man City. I think Man City are weak defensively. They're a team to target. I wouldn't look elsewhere if it were me. Robinson, Trent, Howson and Mikalenko. Bench which 2? I'd bench... What? Why have I got a bench 2 of 4? That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Salah, Palmer, Bowen, Clivert, Dango. Bench 1. Play 5 in midfield. Don't use a transfer. Play all 5 of them. I've got rid of Gakpo because of Gameweek 29. Fair enough, Leo. Should I bench Hall or Aina? Well, check my team. You don't need to ask that question, do you? I see you got Gabriel. Oh, God. That's such a hard decision. One for all, do you have a gut feeling? My gut feeling there actually says Trent. I can't believe I'm saying it, but my gut says Trent. My gut says Trent and Mikalenko. Rogers out for Marino. God, absolutely not, mate. Sander, I've done 1, mate. I did Emery to Glasner. So one transfer has been done. Don't blame me if it all goes wrong. Just see if you've got any other press conference news. Sorry, guys. I had to squeeze in a carb-filled lunch because I got training later, so it might make me a bit drowsy this afternoon. Hopefully, we can pull through. It's my last training session before racing this weekend. Didn't know nothing. Oh, Very happy to hear that, man. It was a pleasure coming on your podcast, mate. I'll have to do it again if you're carrying on. I enjoyed the quiz as well. Any more? Maybe. I don't think so though, mate. I don't think so. This game will be shit. We'll see, man. I don't think it will be. It's just not a double, so you just got to prepare for it not to be as high scoring because it's not a double. If I keep Gakpo, it means playing Neco Williams, Dibbling, or Colwill. I'd go Williams. I'd start Gakpo, put Williams first on bench. Noel, thank you. Who would you bench? I'd bench Chris Wood. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'd bench Chris Wood. Yeah, I think it makes sense, bro. Robert, I was going to call you Brownie then. I think it makes sense, mate. Trent v Robinson is an interesting one, though. Who is actually better this week? That's an interesting question. By the way, if you're new around here, please leave a like rating on the stream. I need to get a like rating animation to pop up, don't I? But yeah, if you're new around here, please leave a like on the stream. And it's good to see you, Lee. I hope you're doing well, mate. Thank you for your membership support. Nixie as well. Nixie in the chat. Good to see you. Going for Glasner, Mater. If you were not captain in Salah, Palmer. I genuinely, people thinking about getting rid of Palmer, mental. I'd suggest he's an outside captaincy shout this week with Villa away. Wood hat trick this weekend. Hope so. Duncan. Well, I've gone Emery to Glasner. I would probably get Glasner in if it were me, mate. I'm up your neck of the woods tomorrow, to be fair, for a friend's birthday party. Although I've got to make it a bit rushed because, yeah, I'm making a video and I'm going to the party and then I've got to get home early to go to bed to sort of swimming competition on Sunday. I think, Nixie, this is the team. I think it's the team. All just down to what I do. Whether I'd start Rodgers or Gakpo. I'll call you Rob from now on, mate. It's all good. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. I'm selling Palmer after 28. Makes sense. Well, actually, no. What am I saying? Makes sense. I don't think it does. Not sure I would. Thank you, Duncan. I'm sorry we haven't had a chance to meet up yet. It's just been I've been so busy, man. Yeah, hopefully we get a chance to grab that Bristol coffee or beer. It's good to have you in the chat, mate. I'm out for Trossard, Matoma, Nwaneri. I would buy... I'd probably go Nwaneri, you know. Your priority transfer there is Ahmad out. And could you not go for a Bournemouth midfielder? Should I sell Gordon and Virgil for... No, I wouldn't. I consider Van Dijk to Gabriel, though. I would consider that. Does anyone want to do the quiz? We can do the quiz. I did bring Glasner in, mate. I have done that. Does anyone want to do the quiz? We can do the quiz. Should I sell Gordon and Virgil for Gabriel and Nwaneri? Yeah, I would just do, personally, Virgil to Gabriel. Yeah, utility massage. We love that. Leave a like on the stream. Come on, man. It helps me in the algorithm. I'd really appreciate that. It's completely free. All you got to do is click like if you're enjoying the stream. Hopefully 158 people are enjoying the stream, not just here for... Don't know what you'd be here otherwise. So, yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Quiz. This is another reason to like the stream. We got a quiz coming. You ready? There we go. First question on the quiz. How many points did Unai Emery score in game week 25? How many points did the GOAT that is Unai Emery score in game week 25? Excuse me. Sorry, we're not having someone called that in the chat. The answer, sorry, I was just checking something while that quiz question was going on. The answer is 14 points. So well done, everyone that said 14. Good job. He did indeed get 14 points. Next question. Come on in. Who is that? Who is that? Well done, everyone that said 14, by the way. Who is that? There's funny answers coming in. Yeah, fair enough, Lee. If that's your opinion, that's what the game's all about, isn't it? That's what the game's all about. You know, if your opinion's different to mine, totally cool. Lee, we'll have a look straight after the quiz. Give me a shout after the quiz, mate. We'll get through the quiz and I'll look at your team. The answer is Semenyo. So well done, everyone that said Semenyo. Well done, everyone that said Semenyo. Let us know what you're on before we move on to the next question. How many are we on out of 2? Anyone on 2 out of 2? A lot of people on 2 out of 2. Love it. Right, sorry, I was coughing there. Next question. How many points did Salah get in Game Week 25? So we've had... Is Semenyo not your mum? What? Where'd you get that from? How many points did Salah get? That's the next question. Rob Sanchez of Chelsea, by the way, has shaved his head. Strand Larson is back. There's some couple bits of news there. The answer, I was just looking at a bit of FPL news while we're doing that. The answer is 20 points. So well done, everyone that said 20 points. Let us know if you're on 3 out of 3 at this stage. I'll leave that on screen for a little bit longer. Let us know if you're on 3 out of 3. And don't forget to leave a like rating on the stream. Leave a like for the quiz. If you're enjoying the quiz, leave a like. It's totally free. Helps me in the algorithm. Like the stream. Oh, excuse me. We're on, how many are we on? 79. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes before the end of the quiz. Few on 2, few on 3. 2 more questions to go. Question number 4. Oh, then. Who is that? Who is that? I'll be surprised. I'll be very surprised if anyone actually gets this. Who is that? Be impressed if anyone could actually get that. Very impressed. Very impressed. It's definitely my mum. You don't even know what my mum looks like, mate. Oliver Glasner says that all players are fit and everyone trained the whole week. So he's got a fully fit squad. There you go. So there you go. Good news. Good news for the Glasner owners there. Alex has put 3 guesses in. The answer, Jed Spence. Well done, everyone that said Jed Spence. I thought that'd be quite a niche one, but I saw the first answer that came in. Someone said Jed Spence, and I was like, oh wow, I've just said that's a hard question. Someone got it immediately. So yeah, well done. Well done, everyone that said Jed Spence. Next question and final question. Let's come back. How many goals were scored last week? How many goals in total were scored in Game Week 25? And I'm going to leave this up for about 30 seconds so no one can cheat. Good evening, Alex. It's not quite the evening here. 25 past 2 in the UK at the moment. But good evening to you, my friend. Right, it's almost been 30 seconds. I'm going to change it before anyone can cheat. It was 28. I'm just going to add it up, make sure I get it right. So we got 3, 5, 7, 10, 14, 18, 19, 22, 26, 27. Oh my God. I've got it totally wrong. Honestly, my maths of these answers are terrible. We'll add them up together, shall we? We'll add them up together. We'll do it again. 3, 5, 7, 10, 14, 18, 19, 22, 25, 27, no, 26, 30. It's 30 goals. I did this in my defense, ladies and gentlemen, in my defense, I did this at 11 p.m. last night. So, yeah, too much time in chlorine. I think the chlorine's getting to my brain, mate. Ooh, Roberto. Yeah, I'm warming to that idea too, mate. I'm warming to that idea too. We're in the same boat, aren't we? We're in the same boat. I'm warming to it. I'm warming to it. Yeah, absolutely, Lee. 5 out of 5 for Alex. Well done. Yeah, let us know what you got in the quiz. Let us know what you got in the quiz. Who's my manager this week? Well, I've inadvertently answered your question, mate. We've gone for Glasner. We've gone for Glasner. Gone big, mate. I'm just checking if there's any news. I don't think there's anything new. Oh, Pepper's issued a warning to his injured players that if they can't stay fit, they can't stay at the club. That's interesting. Interesting. Good luck trying to sell injury-prone players then, Pep. Considering Diaz/Emery to Mbumo/Glasner and maybe even Watkins. It's all good, Alex. Fulham are criminally underrated. Yeah, maybe. Aino and Trent out for Hall and Howson. Not for me. Not for me. I think João Pedro. I wouldn't transfer a player. Newcastle play blank in 29, don't they? Yeah. I wouldn't bring one player out for another one that blanks. Gunner's girl saying nope, I can't tell what that's for. As a Man United fan, good luck with that, Pep. Exactly. FPL targeting Grealish, yeah. Well, he's not injured, he's just probably hungover all the time, isn't he? What happened to Oscar? He got injured. Trap map, I gotta say, probably FPL. Probably FPL. But then swimming is like a sport that I do, you know? If you were to say football or swimming, like me watching a football game in person, I would always choose to swim. But I'd probably go FPL over swimming now. It's kind of how I make my living, sort of, at the moment. So, yeah, I kind of have to say FPL. Play Hall or Munoz? Munoz. Weak for alternative captains? Not for me, mate. Surely I get some decent points from my fronts, surely. I hope you do, man. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. We hit 100? Let's have a look, see. $89. Leave a like on the stream if you're enjoying the stream. I'd appreciate that. See if we can get to, I reckon we can do 200 likes throughout the course of the stream. Dubravka, Saar, I would not have two starting goalkeepers like that. But I guess Gabriel, Dubravka's not too bad, is he? Gabriel, Munoz, Kirkhead, Robinson, Guardiola, Foden. I don't mind it. Don't mind it. I'm not sure I'd have Foden in there, though. Peter James Smith, I reckon you're a bit behind on the quiz, aren't you? Surprise Friday announcement. What's that? Did I promise a surprise announcement? Jack, I wouldn't captain Wissa. Good to see you, Laura. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm holding Emery to avoid a -4. Fair enough. Just seeing if there's any more news. Come on. A couple of people considering free hit 29. I think it all depends on your team, but it is a potential way to go. No, nothing. Cap, Isak, or Mbumo? Mbumo. If I were to pick one. Oh, actually, Isak probably. But I would go Salah, mate. Oh, as in a fixture announcement. I see. I think only one of those players, Nixie, actually makes a difference for Man United. Oh, there's no pressure to do a super chat, Sander. You should be able to. There should be nothing stopping you. But yeah. Anish, start Cunha. No, I'm not sure I would actually. Out of those three. Who would you play this week? Hall or O'Shea? Is O'Shea playing for Ipswich? In that case, I would start Hall. I think Tottenham score. Why are you playing Rodgers over a doubtful Gakpo? Well, my opinion on Gakpo is he either starts or he doesn't feature at all. But I'm warming to the idea that might happen, Lucas. I put Saar in my Dubravka. Fair enough, mate. Waiting for the bench boost. I like it. FPL or custard? Got to say FPL, mate. As much as I love my custard creams, there's alternatives to custard creams. You know, there's no real alternative to FPL. Oh yeah, Haaland. Pep doesn't know if he's going to be fit for the Liverpool game. Oh, Alex. I genuinely think Man City are a team to target. Do you think Kluivert plays over Chris Wood? I would start him over Chris Wood. Yeah, I think I would. Will you sell Palmer if he doesn't score? No. Haaland's starting against Liverpool. Unlikely, yeah. Oh, yeah, Lee. Lee wanted a team review. You still here, Lee? Thank you, Nixie. I did tell him to remind me, to be fair. Sorry, Lee. I did miss you. Do shout if you're still in the chat. I'll have a look at your team. In fact, any members that want their teams reviewed, stick your IDs in the chat and we can have a look at your teams. Yeah, we'll do Lee's first because he asked first. If he's still there. But yeah, any members want to stick their ID in the chat, I can look at your team. Just members. Just members. I'll have to delete any comments that aren't members. Robert, my pleasure, man. Higgins Farms, you got a literal farm in the chat. Gabrielle and Timber for me, mate. Sorry, John, you're a mod, but you're not a member, my friend. Let's go, Laura. I hope you're keeping well, by the way. Well, exactly what I said, John. It's for members only, and you don't have the members badge next to you, my friend. What should we do with this team? I think I'd probably play Wisser over Wood. Oh, of course, half term, innit? Yeah, I'll probably do that. Oh, no, you can't. You have to do. No, I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that. There you go. I'll probably do that. That'd be my team. Gabrielle, vice captain. Not sure I'd do that. I'd consider vice captain on Palmer. 1 million a year, but your clothes disappear for 5 seconds once at random every year. Do you take the money? Yeah, I'd take the money. I'd take the money. No doubt about it. Take the money. Yeah. I'm taking that money. Because if you're on 1 million a year, you're not going to be in a position where you're like, you can get sacked for being naked because you're on 1 million a year. So I think you'd be fine, especially doing this job. You wouldn't even know. I'd just go shirtless for 5 seconds and I'll be back to normal. So yeah, I'm taking the million, bro. And you can prepare for that eventuality, right? You could always have a towel like around you. I'd be fine. I'd survive. And also, if anyone saw it, you just bribe them, wouldn't you? But I'll give you $1,000 if you shut up about it, and they'd be like, "All right, mate." Emery, assistant manager. Yeah, rate it. I would go to. I wouldn't make a transfer, and I'd probably go to Glasner if it were me. Alex. Sorry, I was getting too distracted about talking about myself being naked for 5 seconds. So apologies for that. I'm sure there's much better things to talk about than that. Whoa. Okay. Ahmad on now Dango. Yeah, I'd get Glasner in, Laura. So Ahmad's now Dango. So let's pretend. I think he probably goes in ahead of Robinson. That's so tough. You probably have to do that, don't you? My super chat is dodgy. I don't think it is it? It is tight between Robinson and Kirkez. I'd probably go Kirkez. Rogers first sub. Yeah, I'd agree. John, I actually don't know. I think it's like £2-3 a month. I charge whatever YouTube has as the second lowest price. I did that. So I think it's like £2 or £3 a month. Something like that. Completely up to you though. Yeah, there's no pressure to be a member. You do what you like, mate. You don't have to spend your money on me if you don't want to. We'll get back. I think I've $2.99 a month. There you go. Lee's back. We do your team, Lee. Send us your ID. Right, we've pivoted. Gakpo's on my bench. There we go, Lee. He's back. Remind me what my 3 differentials were. So I'm regretting my differential choices on your stream, mate, on your pod. But my choices were Marmouche, Cunha, Wanyeri. Sorry, Eddie, it's just for members only, this one. I can't really make examples because that's unfair on everyone else. Oh, mate, this is tough. You've got such a headache here with the bench, haven't you? Yeah, so Roberto on his podcast, by the way, I went on FPL Yellow Army, Roberto's podcast. Pretty sure it's called The Form is Temporary. Almost 100% sure. I'll send a link actually in the chat once we get towards the end of the stream. But the question on the chat, on the podcast, was pick 3 differentials under 10% owned that you think are going to score the highest this week. So let us know in the chat if you've got 3 differentials under 10% owned that you think are going to score the most points this week. Let us know. Lee, you've got a tough call here. It's whether you start Gordon or Wisser, and I really don't know. Other than that, it's absolutely fine. I don't see your assistant manager either. So if you've got an assistant manager in play, you have to let me know. You'll have to let me know. Excuse me. Probably stick with Slot. Fair enough. Then it really is just a Gordon versus Wisser call. And my gut feel is start Wisser. I've got to say. Yeah, it'd be interesting, Chris. I think it remains to be seen how well Marmoush plays for City for the remainder of the season. And obviously Saka will be up there. Palmer will be up there. And it depends what they want to do with Marmoush. It would have been nice for Marmoush to have been a midfielder, really. But there you go. Wow. Wow, Richie Crouch. Starting Rodgers over Palmer, that is mad. Not sure I agree with that, mate. I think so, Insane Gamer. I really like Marmoush. I think he's brilliant. By the way, if you haven't already, and you're just joined the stream, or you've been here for a while and you haven't done it already, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave me a like rating on the stream. That'd be amazing. We've done 100 likes. Let's see if we can do 200. But I appreciate you all. Thank you. Start Housen. I'd start Housen. I don't know what that is, Jacob. You just named 3 players there, I'm afraid. Yeah, it'd be interesting, Chris. It'd be interesting. There's always the game breakers as well, like Rodgers or Ranieri, players like that who come in super cheap that feature. Oh, yeah, the differentials, of course. I forgot to even ask that. Thank you, Jacob. I forgot to even ask that. Palmer for me, Yellow Army. I should probably do that, actually, now I've done my moves. Top 10 traveller. I'm doing really well, mate. Have you done any more travelling recently? Munoz or Kirkez? Oh, God. Munoz or Kirkez? Kirkez. Yeah, Kirkez. Scoreline predictions. We had them up already, but I'll show them again. There you go. Why does Rodgers have to go, though? You know? Why does he have to go? He blanks in 29, but that's in a fair few game each time, you know? What's the immediate need to get rid of him, is what I ask you. Raining in Seville. Thank you, Sander. I appreciate that, bro. That's very kind of you. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn in the middle of a thank you. It just came on. I really appreciate that, man. That's very generous of you. Tel, Kudizeski, Semenyo, Raul, Nwanieri. Yeah, agree. Who did you have, Roberto, as your differentials? John, I've had the quiz, mate, I'm afraid. It's been a disappointing stream for you so far, mate. I couldn't review your team and I've already done the quiz. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, Rodgers, he's a little bit scared at points, isn't he? You're right. He's not scared of bloody Champions League points, though, is he? Watkins is captain. I'm not a massive fan of that. Yeah, and also I know I'm just not sure about I'm not sure about Villa after midweek games. I'm not sure about Villa after midweek games. Mitoma, Alcaraz, Sharda. There you go. Yeah, and I bloody thought Alcaraz still played for Southampton. I'm like an idiot there. You put the picture up and I was like, oh, he's in a Southampton shirt. He's playing Brighton. And then that was so confusing. But yeah, he plays for Everton now, doesn't he? Can't be an FPL YouTuber and not know that Alcaraz plays for Everton, can you? Shocking. I'm going to retire. Sarah, I would not captain Isak myself. No, I think it's just Salah. Salah's the one. Salah is the one. I know, Chris. I'm going to retire. And also, you cannot tell me that Man City are a solid defence. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Also, I'm buying. My laptop is really struggling, and I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to invest. Gonna have to invest in a new laptop. I really need a laptop because I like to go to coffee shops and do YouTube work and stuff, and it just suits my lifestyle to have one. But I'm after a recommendation for a good laptop that can live stream on YouTube, do the graphics for my videos, do video editing, and be relatively portable. So if anyone's got a shout, then yeah, I take it. I'm seeing it as an investment in the channel, so I don't mind spending a bit if it's good. If anyone's got a recommendation, I'll have it. MSI, you reckon? I was looking at a Razer. I can't remember what it was called. If there was a Razer laptop that looked pretty good. I've got lots of Razer kit already, so I was looking at a Razer. Dell i7 or i9, fair enough. Yeah, MacBooks are good. I've got one at the moment, but comparatively, they're for the processing power and graphics capability, they're a lot more than other branded laptops. As much as I love my MacBook because it's so sleek, yeah. Josh, should I play better against Man U, or you got to go better? I think, mate. He's in form, and Man U are worse than Chelsea, aren't they? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Darwin is your differential. Yeah, he's owned by no one for a reason, mate. I hate to say that. I don't mean to say that as an insult, but he is sort of owned by no one for a reason. Oh, blimey. Sorry, guys. How rude of me to yawn on stream. 116 likes, absolutely massive. If you guys haven't already, well, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like rating on the stream. That'd be wonderful. That would be lovely. No, because I think Timber can play left back as well, can't he? And Timber's been so good. I think Timber plays left back. But yeah, I guess there is a bit of a possibility. I just think it's Gabriel and Saliba who are the best two Arsenal defenders at the moment, given White's being back. I'm not sure I'd sell Wissa. I'd definitely look to sell Gakpo come Game Week 29, but I'm not sure I'd sell Wissa. John, you're a moderator, man. I mean, what more can I give you? Team reviews are for members, man. You join as a member, I'll do a team review. Your like is I'm sad not to have your like, man, but you have to do better than that. MacBook Air. Yeah, I need a bit more processing power than that though. I'm already killing my... I've got a MacBook Pro at the moment, and it's already killing my processing power just doing this stream. Nwaneri captain. Wow. Captain Wissa, Mbumo, Dango, or Semenyo. Dango. Go on, Dango. Since White is back. Yeah, I agree. They're all a bit rotatey, aren't they, to be fair? John, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. If you I can help. What field of work or skills, etc. do you have, mate? We could potentially help you find some employment. You got 146 people here, some of them UK based. They might be able to help. 1.7 million. I want to captain Clive or Mbumo. Salah just feels boring now. Yeah, I still captain Salah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if John's joking. I'd feel terrible if he was. So I'm gonna take it seriously for the time being. Yeah, but White being on the bench against Leicester doesn't mean anything. And whereabouts are you based, John? See if anyone in the chat's based from around you. Be crazy if he can find you some work, man. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Kirkes. No, I wouldn't make any changes to that team. Wouldn't make any changes. I think that's fine. Based in London. Anyone in London got no other job going in IT? Help my mate John out. No Yellow Army. I've had it's a good point, but I've I've owned at Semenyo for ages. Before Clivert kind of came into his own this season. But that was a factor. He was amazing for Bristol City, but he just could never shoot. He just always used to blast it. He didn't really have any finesse to his finishing, and I don't really think he's developed that either at Bournemouth. I just think he's learned to smash it a bit more accurately. Top 10 travel. I've been busy, man. I'm in the process of making one at the moment, but we've got a Saturday and Tuesday deadline in FPL. Sorry, Friday, Tuesday deadline in FPL. I'm swimming this weekend. I work full time. It's a lot. 2 YouTube channels, competitive sports, and working full time keeps me quite busy, mate. And work's been really busy this week as well. We've got a big deadline next week, so it's all been a bit mental. So I haven't been able to work on a video for the channel. Plan for Gameweek 29. I'm going to dead end and wildcard on 30, mate. Yeah, I've started another YouTube channel, mate. It's a bit of a meta, but I think that's the right word to use. But I'm teaching, well, trying. We'll see how good. You can check for yourself how good the videos are. But yeah, I'm making videos giving YouTube advice, basically. I'm captaining Clivert. He got 20 last time he played Wolves. Fair enough. Once your age has a 5 at the start, then forget it. What do you mean? Once your age has a 5 at the start. I'm intrigued. What do you mean by that? You can do anything at any age, man. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. That's a very negative mentality you got there, my friend. I don't know how it feels to be in my 50s because I'm not in my 50s, but I think you're being too negative on yourself there. Best advice I got, which really helped. Yeah, man. The YouTube algorithm works in weird ways. You can do. I don't see why that's holding you back, John, at all. Personally, honestly, if I was making a recruitment decision, I would probably pick someone who was towards the end of their career anyway, because they're going to be more experienced. So, yeah. John, he's got a fantastic record against Man City, and he's Mo Salah. Do you think Salah's on for a Ballon d'Or this year? If Liverpool win the league, do you think Salah could win the Ballon d'Or this year? I guess it all depends where he goes after the summer, but yeah. I'd go Lewis Hall. I do Emery to Glasner, FPL amateur. What about Munoz over Hall? Yeah, I prefer Munoz to Hall. I'd go for that. I think Salah's the deserving of the Ballon d'Or at the moment, isn't he? Thank you, everyone, for leaving your likes. I appreciate that. Thank you, Alex, for letting me know. Sorry, I missed that message. Who should I sell? Sanchez? I think you got to get rid of Rob Sanchez, mate. I think if it were me, I'd look to buy Kepa, actually. Well, I'm wildcarding 30, mate. And I'm doing it based on blank game weeks, not doubles. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think Mateta, Munoz are 2 to go for. Potentially Dean Henderson as well, mate. Mateta and Munoz, for sure. I don't know if it's going to play off, mate. I hope it does. I think that's what you got to do with this assistant managership is use it to chase the table bonus. Thank you, John. I'm glad I got a like out of you, mate. Top 10 travel. I think Dubravka at the moment. No real big news, Alexander. Were you looking for anything in particular? No real big news, to be honest. Tell is a good differential. I say I have my doubts, and then he'll go and score a hat-trick, won't he? But I do have my doubts about him. I've got to say top 10 travel. I've not really thought about it. I'm not massively sure. Munoz or Tarkovsky? Munoz. Go for the more attacking one, for sure. So I'm just checking, see if we've had any more press conference news. Yeah, Slot saying it's a close call on Gakpo, so we don't know. Everyone's fit for Palace. Pepper said any players that can't stay fit need to leave the club. Evan Nilsson's not far away. Ugarte, Ericsson and Euro are back for Man United. Mainu could be back soon. That's it. Oh, and Erling Haaland faces a late fitness test. There you go. I don't know Holly Shand closely enough, I'm afraid, FPL Amateur, to answer that one. Harmony, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Rogers will go on a massive haul this week. I hope so. What about Murillo? I think I'd back the home team. And the more attacking player. I'd say Howson over Munoz myself. Probably FPL Yellow Army, but the cheap players in FPL are not too bad, are they? Let's be honest. The cheapies, they're not too bad. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about going into Game Week 29 is how many players I've gained a lot of value in that I'm going to have to sell. I think I have to keep Salah and I have to keep Isak. I cannot get rid of them because they've earned so much value in my team since I bought them. Like their selling price. Quick look. Yeah. I sell Isak for 9 and he's 9.5. I sell Salah for 13.1 and he's 13.7. Yeah. Let's go back. There we go. 176 people in the stream. Absolutely massive. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll be live for another hour or so. And if you're enjoying the stream, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave me a like rating. Top 10 travel. I do all my graphics in PowerPoint, mate. Over the course of the 3 years that I've been doing YouTube, I've just gradually improved them and improved them and improved them. So I appreciate you saying that, mate. I do them all myself on YouTube, and it's a culmination of 3 years of continually just getting better and better and better at them, basically. So I appreciate that. I think I might have said this as one of my points on the coaching channel, but that's just what time in the trenches does, I guess. So yeah. It doesn't take me too much time to make them now because I have the template already. So I just change the pictures and the text around, as you could probably imagine. But yeah, it's 3 years of work to get there, and then I can make them quite quickly now. Also, do you prefer, as this is a question to my audience, as you may have noticed, I've started putting my face on some of my thumbnails. Do you prefer seeing my face on the thumbnail? Is that more eye-catching? Or would you prefer to see a football player's face on the thumbnail? That's something I'm experimenting with at the moment, as you might be able to tell. Benching Rodgers. Nice. Nice. Captaincy on Isak. I'm not too sure about that one, though. Thank you, Roberto. I don't know who that is, mate. I'm going to Google that, but I'm going to do it off screen. Interesting. I have no idea who that is. You're going to have to expand on that one, FPL Amateur. Portsmouth legend, is he? Cheers, top 10 travel. I appreciate that. I'm going to keep going then, in that case. I've got Dango and Clivert. Nice. Good place to be. Peasant-like is a good place to be. Captain Wisser or Mbumo? Mbumo, because he's got penalties. Thank you, Ono Mateo. I appreciate that. Sorry, I just take... Oh, I probably look very different without my glasses on, don't I? I'm just cleaning my glasses. What do you think about -8 for Rodgers to Tell, Gakpo to Cunha, and Emery to Glasner, or Potter? There's so much going on in that comment, mate. Tom, my mids are Dango, Clivert, Semenyo, good midfield. Would you play? I'd play Howson. Kick your ass, YouTube. I'm doing very well, mate. I think you're silly. João Pedro is such a tough one this week, isn't he? I just don't think he starts. That'll be the only comment on João Pedro. I don't think he starts. There you go. He's great if he plays. He's obviously got Southampton, but I don't think he starts. I'm gonna retweet that I'm live. See if we can get a bit more traction on Twitter. Just do that a sec. There we go. That was very Bristol accent then, with the way I just said my words. I had Clivert. I was going to choose between Nwaneri and Dango. I went Dango because the better. Yeah, I think Dango is probably better. And of the 3 Bournemouth midfielders at the moment, he's the one in the better form, to be fair. What was I going to say? Yeah, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like rating on the stream. Let's see how many we're on. Let's see if we can do 200. What are we on at the moment? Have a quick look. I think Gakpo is just going to stay on my bench, mate. 147. Let's see if we can get to 200. He's the best Arsenal attacker. I'm not sure I agree with that. He's looking pretty bright. I'm not sure I agree with that. Maybe the best one that's fit at the moment, I guess, that's probably what you're saying, to be fair. Please choose one. Arteta plus Dango, Glasner plus Clivert. Glasner and Clivert. I really do feel with this assistant manager, the best way to play it is to chase the table bonus. Got to chase that table bonus. Just see if there's any more news coming out of the pressers. Looks like Salah's contract negotiations are dragging on. Salah said that he respects Erling Haaland a lot, but because he's a striker, he's got an easier job, apparently. I thought that was quite funny. Bench one from Trent, Hall and Rogers. Hall. Regards from Singapore. Good to see you, bro. It's expensive in Singapore. There is, but I'm not going to be able to go. But the World Swimming Championships this year, and subsequently World Masters, which I would compete in, is in Singapore this year. But fortunately, Singapore's just too expensive. It'd be like over $1,000 to swim 2 races, which I just couldn't justify. But does look pretty cool. Strongly considering Son as my captain versus Ipswich. I just don't think you can back Son. He's not been good enough this season. Emery out with a -4. You know what? I don't hate the Wolves manager. I just prefer Glasner. If you don't have enough transfers, just stick with Slot, mate. There you go, bro. I can't believe I've not done it already. What would you say if I cap Mbumo and play Flecken over Raya? You'd be mental in my mind to play Flecken over Raya, I think. But captaining Mbumo is not horrendous. I'd still captain Salah, though, this week. I would still captain Salah if it were me. Excuse me. I need to do a bit of an energy lifting warm up the night before I swim tonight. Start Wood over Semenyo. No, I think I'd start Semenyo over Wood. As mad as that might sound, I think I'd start Semenyo over Wood. I can't believe I just said that, but I think I would. Didn't mean that as a joke. Kind of came out that way. But it should have made you a mod top 10 travel. I think I said it. Yeah, you are. Actually, let's just... there we go. Yeah, but that's last year, mate. Things have changed. Things have changed. Things have changed. Things have changed. Do you think it's okay to keep Emery as assistant manager? Yeah, it's okay. I would use the word okay, yeah. Best assistant manager for next 2 game weeks? Well, I don't think there's one. I don't think the answer is one. I think Glasner's the best one this week, and then you use your transfers. Who could you go for? Keep it on Glasner, to be fair, because he's got the table bonus probably against Villa as well. Could keep it on Glasner. Yeah, it's probably Glasner, isn't it? Glasner. Go Glasner. Look at that. John and Harmony. Got some friends in the chat. Love to hear it. Going with you for Glasner. Yeah, gotta be done, mate. Up the Glasner. Up the Glasner. Is it appropriate? Well, I'm going to say it because it relates to, in the same way that I said up the Glasner. I'm not sure I could say this on stream and get away with it, but we should all say that in the chat, I think. To pay homage to the Assman chip. Or more correctly, actually. Correctly punctuated. We got people from everywhere top 10 travel. That's the wonderful thing about this channel and the FPL game. People from everywhere. And Mbumo captain's a shout. I'd probably go Salah, though. I'd probably go for Salah. Clearly no one likes my jokes. It's fine. I'm basically a dad when it comes to my jokes. Slot to Glasner. Yes. Did you? I think Liverpool have a chance of losing. I really do. Do you say Murillo? No, I'd go Hall over Murillo. So look at my team. Captain João Pedro. Good. No. Cliver or Mbumo? Salah. I just captain Salah, mate. Watkins to Isak? No, because he blanks in 29. If you've got Watkins, keep him. Because Isak, you can't bring in a player that blanks in 3 game weeks' time. I'd probably keep hold of Emery if you had to take a hit. That's my gut feeling there. I would do Emery to Glasner for free. That's what I've done. So do it for free, wouldn't do it for a hit. How about that? How about that? How about that? Should see if there's any more news while we have a look at Twitter. I'm just having a look at Twitter, see if there's any new team news for you guys. No, nothing. Watkins to Isak, already answered that. Would you do it for free? I would do it for free, not for a hit. Do you think the Arseman will be in next season? I've got a feeling, I don't know about you guys, I've got a feeling the assistant manager could be a permanent feature next season. As in, you just pick one as your part of your team. Don't know. I just think that would make sense as long as the points were a little bit toned back. Because the table bonus is a bit mental at the moment. I don't know, Andrew. I don't think it's the stage yet. There's still, 12 game weeks to go? Still a lot of time. Sunny, wet and windy Berkshire. Good to see you, man. I was in Berkshire last week. I was working in Reading last week. So it's good to see you, my friend. You in, was it Newbury, you said? I might be wrong. Start Munoz or Mikalenko? Munoz. Best wishes from Bhutan. Bhutan? Love that, mate. Where is Bhutan? It's got a fantastic flag, may I add. What a flag. What a great flag you've got in Bhutan. Where is it? I'm guessing you're somewhere in the Himalayas? Buddhist kingdom in the Himalayas. What a beautiful country. Are you right in the mountains then, mate? Tell us. I won't dox you, but what are you in the? Are you in the mountains? That's really cool. Like Tell for an option. No, I not. He hasn't scored yet, has he? Tell. You can't. I can't say I like him. No, not yet. It's gone dark. Let's have a look. It's a bit grey, but it is a lot warmer. It's still a little bit cold in here though. What's the capital of Bhutan? I don't actually know. What do you think about Beto captaincy? I mean, come on, mate. I'd have him, but I wouldn't captain him. It's got to be, if you want to captain Beto, go for it, mate. I would go for Salah. EB, that's very kind of you, mate. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. This stream's doing quite well, isn't it? Thank you, everyone, for joining. And if you haven't already, like I've said a few times, please leave a like rating. I'd really appreciate that. Helps boost me up in the algorithm. It's totally free. It's a win-win, you know? Well, probably not win because you have to press a button, but you know what I mean. You can give something back to me. It'd be nice. We're 158. Let's see if we can do 200 likes. Should I start Mateta ahead of Rodgers? I probably would do that. Can you check? Sorry, Kai, we just do team reviews for members. Who should I bench? Trent, Gabriel, Munoz, or Mikolenko? Mikolenko. Yeah, Nepal does have a fantastic flag. But the thing is, I knew about Nepal's flag being odd. Bhutan, though, I didn't know that was it's a pretty cool flag. Alfie, massive headache. I actually don't. We just looked at Glasner's fixture in Gameweek 27 and it's Aston Villa. Do you think that's the worst fixture in the world? I don't. I think that's quite a good fixture, actually. I'm from Bristol in the UK. Mosher, Game Inverse, that's where I'm from. Are Eze and Hughes fit? Yeah, all of the Crystal Palace squad are fit. Glasner confirmed it. Slot to Mikau. Probably save it. Oh, I haven't had any mug sales recently, Uwe. But I hope you're enjoying your mug, mate. There's only 3 people in the world with a golden goal mug at the moment. Someone, they're not, I don't believe they're in the chat at the moment. Someone needs to pick them up from the post office, I believe. Yeah. Any tips to boost algorithm? Just make good videos, mate. To be honest, you got to make good videos and just keep making videos. That's how you get boosted in the algorithm. It's quite simple. The YouTube algorithm is so good nowadays that it knows a good video. And yeah, you just got to make a video that you'd be happy to watch yourself. And think about, in every video you make, keeping people as engaged as possible the entire time. Working out the particular tricks in Minecraft videos that keep people engaged. And also the first 30 seconds or so of your video needs to be super engaging, because most people click off within the first 30 seconds. So once you get over the first 30 seconds keeping someone engaged, they'll probably keep watching. It lives in, I know a place called Cirencester, mate. I know that very well. We're close by. Capital of Bhutan is Thimphu. Is it Thimphu or Thimphu? That's cool. Less than 1 million. I think the assistant manager, mate, you've got to chase the upside of the table bonus. I would start Rodgers. No, unfortunately, Spartan, I can't go. So I'm racing this weekend. Swimming race. And my last training session is tonight partly during the game. So I'm unfortunately prioritizing my own sport over watching other people do a sport, which I think is the right decision. And it probably means Bristol City are going to win. Dango or Justin Clivert? How many mug sales? I need about 1,000, mate. Not going to lie. Probably need more than 1,000. That's how much I make off the mugs. I don't make anything, really. It's an opportunity to just have some merch, really. I don't make enough profit off it. What's your times? Going anywhere with it? With the swimming? No, I'm never going to be a pro, mate. I just swim the 50 and 100 freestyle. I'm a bit pathetic with my swimming because my body is very much built for sprinting. So I do a 25-second 50 freestyle, and then I'm yet to break a minute in an individual 100 freestyle. I've done it on a relay, but I've never done it individually. So, yeah, that's quite, for most swimmers, that's quite a shocking gap. Andrew, I'll be swimming in Sheffield in October again, but that's the next time. No Olympic rings for me, mate. I'm not going to be qualifying for the Olympics. I think Andy is from Bristol. Yeah, I think he said that. I could kind of sense it on his accent, actually, that he's from Bristol. Yeah, I think, Ryan, in fairness, there are a few assistant manager options. I do quite like the Wolves one against Bournemouth as well. I was really impressed with Wolves against Liverpool. I've told people to start Bournemouth defenders, but that's because Bournemouth have been good. But, you know, if there were to be an upset, 25 seconds. Well, I think the UK, the Team GB long course 50 freestyle Olympic qualifying time was like 21.9, and that was long course. My 25 seconds is short course, so I'm a long way off being an Olympian, mate. But it's mad because you know, I don't mean this to sound cocky, but that's kind of the levels of the sport. To be fair, yeah, 4 seconds is mental, mate. I'm nowhere near, but the level of the sport is crazy because you know you pick the average person off the street, how quickly could they swim a 50 freestyle, right, compared to the average person running 100 meters, and then like the Olympic qualifications time compared to that, if that makes sense. The difference is just insane. Be October time, Spartans, and it will be Ponds Forge. Yeah, I was there October last year. It's a little bit dated, a little bit old now. You can see it's done the years, but it's really, really good. What would a Joe Blog swim, 25 meters in? I don't know. I'd be surprised if the average person could swim 25 meters faster than about 45 seconds. Or maybe a 50 meter swim in less than a minute. I'd be surprised. That's probably. We'll ask ChatGPT. Yeah, casual untrained swimmer should be 40 to 50 seconds. A high school swimmer, competitive but not elite, 26 to 30 seconds. College level swimmer, 24 to 27. Olympic level, 23 seconds, 21 seconds or faster, sorry. Yeah. So I'm college level, I'll take that. Yeah, they used the diving pool as the warm down pool, which was quite interesting because it's so deep. So like judging where the bottom of the pool is for your turns was quite difficult in that pool. But yeah, it was good. I had a good time there. Although unfortunately last year I did my right rotator cuff. So in the lead up to the competition, I could not use my right arm to swim at all. So I did most of my training with a snorkel on, hands by my side, and just kicking. So that was my lead up to my big competition last year. But I got a PB in every event I did, so I was happy with that. I reckon so, FPL amateur. Well, like what? I don't know. I mean, the average person, like I said, could swim a 50 meter freestyle in about 40 seconds, and the Olympic qualifying time is like 21. So, you know, how fast could the average person run 100 meters? I'd probably say like 20 to 25 seconds. If you just think average run of the mill person on the street, 20 to 25 seconds. And to go to the Olympics, you need to do it in 10. So, there you go. Captaincy, it's got to be Salah, mate. Got to be Salah. I won't. I might, if I make a YouTube channel out of it, I could. I'm in a very dodgy situation. I also like the trams, by the way. The trams were cool. And I really like Sheffield. I thought it was a lovely city in general. I stayed in the Leonardo Hotel in the city centre. And everything around the city centre was really nice. I actually really liked Sheffield. It was a really nice place. Nwaneri, I think, is safe until Saka's back. And then Saka comes back probably at the end of March would be my prediction. But I guess Nwaneri's safety also depends on Nwaneri. If he continues to play well, he's pretty safe. That would be my opinions. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm just looking to see if there's any news. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, Sheffield was good, mate. Have you been through your game plan up to 30? Yeah, just eventually drip feed selling my 29 blankers, basically, which will be Rodgers, Gakpo, and then I'll probably bench Trent, Salah, and Isak just for the amount of money I've accumulated in them, and then wildcard on 30, or maybe not wildcard, depending on how many transfers I have. Yeah, Spurs is crazy. I don't think you could back them to keep a clean sheet again, though. It's really close, isn't it, David? I actually brought Wissa in on fan team, this week over Cunha. I thought it'd be a little bit differential. I don't know. Adam S, good to see you. Pez Lover, I know. I'm gonna be so busy. I had to take a half day at work to do a deadline stream on Tuesday. So we will be here 2 p.m. on Thursday ish. I'll be live for a few hours. We can all do a stream. Yes, John, I certainly am. Not sure I can do it though, but I'm certainly thinking about it. Cunha has Wood vibes. He does, doesn't he? Would you do Hall to House and Kirkes? Yeah, could do. I'm not going to do it, but you could do. Thoughts on Isak? I don't like it. It's got to be Salah this week, mate. Yeah, I've not heard the term baths too often about swimming pools. That's pretty cool. It also, I don't know, it gives me vibes that they're a bit dirtier than a swimming pool. Bath is where someone sweaty goes to bathe, but a swimming pool, I guess swimming pools are equally disgusting, really, when you think about it. I try not to drink them. Tempted to move Palmer after Leicester Southampton games to bring Haaland in. Yeah, I don't mind that. I do think Haaland's better than Palmer, I'll give you that, but I wouldn't be selling Palmer for any other reason. 20 minutes walk from Hillsborough, Brian. Yeah, on the Saturday that I was there was a Sheffield United game on as well. So I don't think it's too far from Bramwell Lane. It can't be too far from Bramwell Lane either. I was speaking to a couple of Sheffield United fans in the lift. I would definitely be interested in playing that once it's done, mate. And I wish you the best of luck with the venture. Robinson or Kirkes also starting Cunha, so don't want to play Kirkes and him because they're playing each other. So why are you asking me then? Why are you asking me? That's your answer, isn't it? You've answered your own question, bro. I mean that in a nice way. I'm just trying to help you. You've already answered the question. How about Pez Lover? I say there will be no surprises this week. Chris Wood scoring. There you go. I just don't think there'll be many surprises. Apart from maybe Man City beating Liverpool. I think that could happen. Palmer just needs to haul in his next two. Yeah, exactly, mate. And you can't tell me Aston Villa are a good defence. I'm not having that. Sheffield Wednesday beat Burnley. That is huge, to be fair. Next week, 400,000 players buy Palmer. Let's have a look. How many people have sold him? He's not one of the... He is. He's 261,000 people have sold him. Mental. People selling... 100,000 people sold Isak. Oh my God. Wood's been sold? That's mental. How many people have bought him? It'd be funny if people are buying him, wouldn't it? I can't imagine so, though. Not many people buying him. Well, I don't understand Isak. I know he blanks, but it's not until 3 game weeks' time. The fools, indeed, John. Not insulting you if you have sold Palmer, but I wouldn't do it myself. I wouldn't do it myself. Is better on that is, tell you what, we got any Everton fans in the chat? Who takes your penalties at the moment, Everton? What do you reckon? Rich has sold Isak. Oh, I take it all back, mate. Howson or Trent or Wood? Whom to bench? Chris Woods. Oh, no. Trent or Howson. Trent or Howson. Flip a coin. That was a lot of answers for one question, wasn't it? The Palmer and Isak sellers are not very well. Yeah. Rich. Sorry, mate. We have to go to the doctor, I reckon. Who sells Palmer? I mean, come on, man. Southampton and Leicester. Everton getting a penalty. Yeah, they don't really get that many penalties, to be fair. Tell you what, Pickford would be... I reckon Pickford would take a pretty good penalty. I don't know about you guys. He's got a good left peg on him, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure he's left-footed. Everton needs to get in the box first to get a penalty. They're good. Everton are good. Fair enough. Marmouche is decent. I certainly wouldn't be rushing Palmer out for Game Week 29. I'd be rushing players at blank out, personally. Absolutely. That's the top 5 penalty takers for England right there. Is it worth it to go Slot to Glasner, Rodgers to Nwaneri? Personally, I did Emery to Glasner for free, and I think you should do Slot to Glasner for free. Play Clivert and Dango, roll until Game Week 29, or play Cunha. Yeah. Clivert and Dango, you'd be fine, mate. Would you like a hindsight chip? That's quite a good idea, actually. That's quite a good idea, you know. I don't mind the hindsight chip. That's quite a good idea. I quite like that. I'm actually going to tweet that. I'm going to tweet that, mate. We'll see what Twitter thinks. Quite like that. I'm going to tweet it, mate. I actually don't mind that. That's quite good. You know, have you ever played a like a driving racing game recently? Most of them have like a rewind feature. So when you crash, you can go back in time and reverse the crash. I'm certainly not backing Palace all the way. I just think of all the teams where there could be a table bonus for a manager win. I pick Palace. EB, I appreciate you too, my friend. Thank you. Good luck to you too, mate. That's very kind. Tell. Everyone's going big on Tell, but he hasn't done anything yet. I don't know, peasant like. I don't know. I mean, don't know. I'm not really an app developer, mate, to know. I don't know. What is the transfer out you regret most this season? I sold Chris Wood before he played some tough fixtures. And he did well. Yeah, I sold Chris Wood before Arsenal. And then for someone, I can't remember who, and then he scored 2 goals when I didn't have him. Other than that, I can't really say I've done any other bad transfers out, really. Oh, no, there was one. I sold... what did I do? Oh, God. It was a goalkeeper transfer. I sold Flecken to Sanchez. That didn't work. Jota captain. Nah, I just don't think you can. Jota, just having Jota is the punt rather than captain him, I think. Gaming with Cobble Monster 10 has got a good team. That team looks good, mate. It does sound like a fantasy name, doesn't it? Is that your legal name, Harmony? That is pretty cool if it is. That is pretty cool. Let's see if there's any Twitter news. Nothing. That's cool. That's really cool. Andrea, I'd go for Kepper. Harmony is a Leeds fan, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Not Kepper. Why can't you have Kepper, man? You say best 4.9 million goalkeepers. You can't have Kepper. He's the best one, mate. Oh, you got 3 Bournemouth already. Oh, God. Let's have a look. Who else could you pick? How much is Pickford? Isn't it mad that Flecken is the 5th top scoring keeper? Well, you're short of options, aren't you, at 4.9? Who would I pick? Who have you got at the moment, by the way? You got 5.1. Oh, that's Pickford's price. Yeah. Who have you got at the moment? Kinski. Oh, that's not great. Oh, God. No, I'm racing this Sunday, John. No roast dinner for me. I'm just trying to think who I'd have in goal. I consider Jose Sarr with those fixtures, but their XGC is terrible, isn't it? That's so tough, mate. Jose Sarr. What's your plan for Game Week 29? I'd probably go Henderson, to be honest. I know he blanks, but it's really hard. That's such a hard question. Or Dubravka, I suppose, but then again. Yeah, let's go. 200 likes. I don't know how many we're on at the moment because I'm reading the chat. Missed out on 27 points because my mate changed my captain. Bro. Mate deserves a slap. Have you actually built a rough? No. I just think there's so much that could happen between now and then. I know who I want, roughly. You just want to target. You want to target the doubles and make sure I need to make sure I'm prepared for a bench boost. That's the principles. Let's do my challenge team. The assistant manager. Is that it? You can just play your assistant manager? Right, okay. What's my budget? 100 mil. Okay. We're gonna go triple Arsenal defense. Who do I want? Who do I want? I'm gonna look at the clean. I haven't showed the clean sheet odds yet, have I? Outside of Arsenal, who's got the highest clean sheet odds? Bournemouth, Everton. Oh, I'm going Everton. I'm going Everton. Mikalenko, you're in. Midfielders. 3-4-2. Triple Bournemouth midfield, ladies and gentlemen. Triple Bournemouth midfield. Up front. High scoring forward now, Chris Wood. Up front. Who do I want? I'll go Wissa. Wissa and... What's his minutes been like recently? Go on then. Welbeck. I've still got 35 million in the bank. Apparently. I'm going to take a punt as well. I'm going to go for Pereira. Actually, no, that's mental. I can't do that. I'm going to go for... I'm going to go McKenna. Let's take a punt. There we go. I've made Salah my captain, yeah. Save that. There's my team. You can't see it. There is my team. I'm going to do my draft as well. My mates. Ooh, someone's not got Dango. We're getting him in. We're getting him in for Ahmad. Let's go. I'm going to back Onana. I can't believe I'm doing that. There we go. Draft. Let's just see who else is available on the draft. Don't worry. Porro's in. I'm just seeing who else is available. Marmouche. Is he better than Raul Jimenez? He probably is, isn't he? Let's get Marmouche in. There we go. Right. That's draft done. Back to my actual team. No, I'm not worried because that was my challenge team, mate. This is my FPL team. I got Glasner, mate. I just went a bit different. Should I transfer Bruno? I would keep Bruno. I go for Bruggen over Flecken, mate. Slot to Glasner for a hit? No. And I would captain Salah. Absolutely true, tractor damage. I personally can't see. Yeah, I think Bournemouth have been so good without him. I think Dango would have to play badly in order for Evan Nilsson to go back in. I will not mention that person's name on stream. FPL amateur, but it's potential. She's pregnant as well, isn't she? So my mate Ben, as you can see there, is in a knockout prediction game where he could potentially win some very lucrative prize pool, as you can see there. He's got to decide between two teams, right, this week. Notts County or Huddersfield, right? We'll help you out here, Ben. We'll get the chat to help you. So Notts County have Tranmere, who I think are terrible this season. So Notts County have got Tranmere. And then, what's the other team? Huddersfield. Huddersfield have Peterborough. So Huddersfield just relegated from Championship. 5th in League One, got Peterborough. Notts County got Tranmere. What do we reckon? Let's talk FPL is pregnant. Let's see what the chat thinks. Huddersfield or Notts County? I'm going Notts County, mate. Oh, excuse me. Just seeing if there's any new. Oh, that's so mean. Be quite funny. There's a lovely picture of Andy Let's Talk FPL I've just seen on Twitter. I thought that was quite funny. Oh, and I've just seen a woman posing for an Instagram on the edge of a waterfall, so I'm going to turn Twitter off now. Agree, Ben. It's just one to get through, mate. One to get through. What time is the deadline? The deadline is 6:30 p.m. But I've gone live now because I'm be training at 6:30 p.m. UCL predictions. I don't know, mate. What are the predictions? Real Madrid are going to win it. There you go. Do you think Eze is going to get good minutes? Yes. What are the transfers you are planning this week? None. I think I'm happy with this team. And I've done Emery to Glasner. So yeah, everyone's saying, by the looks of it, Notts County. I've not seen a single person say Huddersfield, Ben. So there you go. I think I said Notts County as well, didn't I? Isak or Rogers? I have Watkins and Wood. Isak, definitely. Hall to Kirkes. Is that a question? I'm not doing it, but you can. Double Bournemouth midfield or one Bournemouth midfielder and Rogers this week? The reason I've not brought in Kirkes is because, if I'm not mistaken, oh no, they're not great, are they? I could actually do Lewis Hall to a Bournemouth defender, you know. I could do Lewis Hall to a Bournemouth defender, but I think next week Aina's got a good... No, he doesn't. I could do Lewis Hall to a Bournemouth defender, couldn't I? I could do that. But then I'd have to sell Lewis Hall. Interesting one. That's a potential transfer I could make, to be fair. I'd buy Dango, who Hall will double. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I will wildcard. Yeah, triple Bournemouth midfield. They're so good, mate. It's fine. Why not? You could do worse. Final decision. Salah. It's got to be Salah captain, mate. It's got to be Salah captain. I don't think this is the week to be differential, Martin. I think it's got to be Salah as your captain. Twitter is just a cesspit, isn't it? Got to be careful. I'm glad I don't share it on my screen anymore. Seeing if there's any news. No Wolves injuries. Strand Larsen's back for Wolves. I think I said that already. Focal did Bruno to Clivert. If that's of interest to anyone. Matoma's gone up in price. That's it. 200 likes, massive. And we got 200 people in at the moment. Thank you everyone for 200 likes. I appreciate that. Looney Tune, you're always a bit pessimistic about Newcastle, aren't you? You are the best. Oh, thank you, mate. Oh, Vincent, thank you. Thank you, Top 10 Travel, my newest moderator. I hope Chris Wood gets a hattie as well. Thanks, FPL Amateur. I appreciate that. We've done all right this. I think we've gained a fair few subs from this stream alone. So I thank everyone that's joined and subbed and whatnot. It's been great. Yeah, we're nearly on 12,500 subscribers, which is pretty friggin' mega. So very happy about that. Very happy. So thank you, everyone. Amateur, I knew the context, mate. Context was everything. Because we're coming towards the end of the stream as well, if any of you guys want to chinwag about stuff that isn't necessarily FPL, then I'm open to it. So yeah, you don't have to talk about FPL if you don't want to. It's quite nice just chatting rubbish, isn't it? All seasoned Newcastle fans. Come on, mate. Your club's in a great position. Your club's in a great position. You got to try and be more positive about things, mate. Your club is in such a good position compared to what it has been. Pre-training routine and meal. Well, my pre-training meal just is meat, carbs and vegetables. Usually like 5 or 6 hours before I swim. Because if you swim with a full stomach, it's a recipe for disaster. And then I do just lots of stretching, mobility, bit of explosive work to get my body firing before training. Yeah, that's what I do. FPL's felt. Maybe. We'll see if anyone... I wonder if there's any... there are definitely FPL players that are quicker than me at swimming. I know that. But, yeah. Bro, I could eat a horse, mate. It's insane. You don't realise it at the time in the pool, but you do actually sweat a lot when you swim, but because you're wet, you don't realise it. And that makes you dehydrated. But because you've been in water, your body doesn't think you need water. So it makes you think you're hungry, which is how it all happens. But yeah, it's crazy. I haven't had an Easter egg yet because I'm being really disciplined with my diet because I'm racing over the next couple of weekends. So I've not had any junk food for the last week. Yeah. Gone a week without any junk food, pretty much. Any snacks or junk food. So I've got to stay that way. I was in M&S on Tuesday as well, and I walked past the custard creams. I wonder if Looney Tune is one of those topless blokes when it gets to -2. It's crazy, isn't it? Watching from Guyana, that is huge, mate. That is huge. My one of my favourite artists, a guy called Loyal Kana, I think is from Guyana. Come train with the greats here in Kenya. Have you got any swimming pools in Kenya, mate? Connor's from the Cook Islands. We love that, mate. That's very remote. My a former girlfriend of mine went to the Cook Islands, and I remember her telling me that when she went, in order to like contact anyone, you had to buy a phone card or something. So I thought that was pretty cool. It looked absolutely beautiful there as well. Yeah, I've not been to St James's Park before, I've got to say. Watching from North Korea. Nice one, Vincent. I have slot assistant manager. Who would you transfer him out for? Glasner. Glasner, gotta be Glasner. Well, that is interesting, Ben. I hope your High Rock session goes well. I'm guessing that's an initiation. Or is that the punishment? Anyway, you'll be fine, mate. We swim in rivers against the current. I hope the rivers are clean, mate. I nearly died when I had dirty water the last time I had that. So I don't want to go through that again. I think that's a fair question, isn't it, John? I don't think that's an offensive question at all. It's just the fact. I don't. Kenya isn't a big swimming nation. I don't think that's. If Lucas, you're offended by that, I apologise. But I just know factually, in Africa in general, there are not all that many swimming pools. I just know that for a fact. I may have said that a bit ignorantly, I suppose, but like in the middle of that, like I'm thinking of the countries that are like, because I'm thinking North Africa. There's lots of tourism, like holiday like camps, like resorts. Yeah, I don't imagine they have many, John. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll stop digging the hole now, though. I do remember. Well, I wasn't alive for. Wasn't really. What was I going to say? I wasn't old enough to remember it happened live, but I do know about Eric the Eel. Do you think anyone out there copies your team? I'd be flattered if anyone copied my team. To be honest, is what it is. Part of the game. Sounds great, Lucas. I'm up for it. Let's go and have a swim in your river. I think Arteta is probably the manager with the greatest percentage of winning. In fact, I've got some stats here to show you. There you go. Yeah. Oh, FPL Tom sent you. I love that, mate. I was going to. Going to. What was I going to say? Log off myself in 3 minutes' time and tell everyone go and watch FPL Tom. So I appreciate that, Tom. I hope you had a good stream, mate. You've seen River Monsters. I'll tell you what, some of the memes and clips of Jeremy Wade from River Monsters, they went for a round on Twitter when they were viral, didn't they? And they were hilarious. I'm just going to switch to the screen for the next couple of minutes. Thank you, FPL Tom, mate. Steady, gone for Glass Ass Man. Love that. I've gone for him too. Cheers, Spartans. Take care. I'll be live for another couple minutes. If anyone wants to ask me non-FPL stuff. And then I'm going to shoot off as well. I've got some stretching to do. Bench 1, Cunha, Rogers, Wood. Jessica, you got to do Glasner. Andrea, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help you, bro. Bear with. Lecken or Verbruggen next to. Verbruggen. Stretch on live stream might boost the female viewers. Not that kind of stream. I appreciate the compliment though. Go for it, Lee. Why not? I think this assistant manager, you got to chase the table bonus. That's just my opinion. I think Tom is the from what I've seen of his pictures on Twitter. Tom is the he's the big flexer on his streams. Saying, best of luck to you too, John, mate. I saw a very strong bicep flex from Tom from last weekend, if I remember rightly. Catridge, what do you want? What do you want me to answer? He's built like a fridge. I mean, I don't know. I got my top on, so you can't really see. You can't really see mine. The bulk ain't fun. It is the winter though. You just main gain. That's what I do. I just stay at a pretty constant, like calorie. Yeah, just main gain, mate. Just main gain. Cheers, Simon. I'd be happy with staying the same rank, to be honest, because I've not made any major changes. So I'd be happy. Just stay 26k. Be all right with me. The scenery behind is Bristol. I live in Bristol. That's the Clifton. It's a bit blurred. That's Clifton Suspension Bridge and the river, basically. I bench Aina. You too, FPL Tom. You too, Tom, mate. And I hope your videos go well as well. Sounds like you're on a little adventure. I'm going to shoot off now myself, I think. It's been 2.5 hours pretty much on stream after a morning of work. So I'm knackered and I'm going to go and stretch and go to training. So, yeah. Cheers, everyone. Let's go and find someone to raid. We've got 175 people in here. Let's see if we can find an FPL deadline stream to raid. I haven't been to Lakota for a long time, mate. I'm not Banksy. No, I'm not an artist. I have no idea on João Pedro, mate. No one does. Anyone that gives you an answer on João Pedro, lying. I'm going to send you with a raid word. Just tell him I sent you. I don't need a raid. Say it, the Golden Goal raid. Go and join FPL Consult, my good mate Leon. We've got 175 people in here at the moment. So if half of them can go to Consult stream, that'd be pretty mega. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'm going to watch Consult stream while I'm live. See who joins.
On it.
I'm going to mute it though. Take care, guys. Let him know I sent you. Golden Goal raid. That's all you need to say. His chat's gone. Just call it the Golden Goal raid. I'll see you guys later. I'm just going to watch it live. Good luck to you guys. Let's see who we get in. Let's see who we get in. I'm going to put raid in there as well.
Hopefully you guys can bear with me. So Everton against Crystal Palace. This one was at home. They lost it last week. Away from home against
Come on, guys. Still got 174 in here.
Away from
Go
home
and join
against
Leon.
Manchester United.
Go and join Leon on the link. I'll pin it as well.
They lost to Brentford at home. Win West Ham away.
Go and join Leon.
Leicester City away.
I just want to watch.
Okay, those are expected. Against Chelsea at home,
Cheers,
it's 1-1.
everyone.
Crystal Palace, Southampton at home, 2-1. Away from home against Bournemouth, 0-0. That is very impressive. This was also at a time when Bournemouth were flying pretty much. At home, they lose 5-1.
Right, I'm going to shoot off. I'll see you guys later.